Well, with new Pokemon DLC, we of course are excited for one major thing, new Pokemon, and of course with new Pokemon comes with new forms and other goodies for older Pokemon. And with this latest trailer, it seems like there is potential for a few older Pokemon to potentially get regional variants and or paradox forms. We have a total of 5 different regional evolutions and or paradox forms to talk about in this video, and they all come from the latest trailer. And if you had a keen eye, you would have known which Pokemon I'm alluding to. But let's start off with the first one that I want to go over, that being Snover. But speaking of regional forms, game design has to go through all kinds of different stages before being finalized, but the best place for you to enroll in studying game design has to be from today's sponsor, Southern New Hampshire University. Coming back from work after the holiday break can be a struggle. I know for me, picking up YouTube after this holiday break was a tough time as well. Just when you got comfortable, forgot about your work, perfected your vacation sleep schedule, reality returns. And it's not pretty. But of course, returning to work is a lot easier if you had a job that lets you live out your passions. So let's make 2023 the year where you start making that a reality. A great place to start is Southern New Hampshire University, who's sponsoring today's video. SNHU has to be one of the largest accredited non-profit online degree offerings in the country, and I wanted to talk to you about their game development program. In this program, you'll learn how to create realistic, dynamic gameplay experiences with game AI, game physics, 2D and 3D graphics, and interface design. You'll also learn computer programming languages like C++, C#, and Java. And you'll learn 3D modeling and texturing with game art software. You'll learn how to research, develop, and contribute to advances and trends within the field of programming. Courses are taught by faculty with real-world experience. SNHU is radically affordable. Their online tuition rates are some of the lowest in the nation. Go to snhu.edu/HybridHero, also linked in my description, to see what the current average annual salary for a programmer is and request free information about the program. When you request information, a real person will hop on a call and discuss how the program can benefit you personally. It only takes one click to find your calling. In the Teal Mask DLC, it seems as if there's many stores open, and there's one particular store that's open that's giving, I think, ice cream cones or sugar cones, or I don't know, man. It's something cold with like coloring on top. I think it's like ice. Like what is it called? I have to look it up. A snow cone, yeah, that's what it was. I never had one, I don't know what it's like, but there's a snow cone place with Snover as the mascot with some red on top of its head, which is different from regular Snover, of course, because regular Snover has like grass all over it. This one has something red, and people are speculating that it could potentially be a regional variant of Snover. Now, personally, I don't think this is the case. I think there's some stronger contenders for regional forms and paradox Pokemon later on, but people have made some art on this Pokemon, and a lot of people are saying it could be an ice and fire type Pokemon. I really don't think so. I think this is just another case of something being presented, and it's just like an icon or a mascot for something within the games. I don't think it's an actual Pokemon, but hey, people are holding on to hope. And it would be cool because Abomasnow kind of sucks. Outside of Aurora Vale, that boy is trash. So it would be pretty nice for Snover to get something new and unique. Next up, you have Mr. Cyreno. I guess his name is meant to be like Cyan. I don't know. But Cyreno is actually the director of Blueberry Academy. And on top of that, he is wearing a Honedge scarf, or what people presume to be Honedge's new evolution. So this scarf that he's wearing is dark, it's black and dark blue in color, whereas regular Honedge has like lighter blues for the handle, right? So people are speculating that this could be a totally new evolution. It could be a regional variant of Honedge. Whichever way, it's something new that's related to Honedge. Along the lines of Snover, I also do not think that this is actually a regional variant or a new Pokemon. I think between Snover and this is definitely like the better shot. It could be. I'm not with the Snover one. I really don't think it is. This, I think there's a possibility. There's definitely a possibility, but I don't think so. It's like how like Clara in the Isle of Armor had the Dustox thing on her head, and everyone thought it was gonna be a new Dustox regional form, and it ended up being nothing. Similarly, I think this is the case with Cyreno. I don't think he's actually having a new Honedge evolution or form. I'm pretty sure it's just for aesthetics. And you know, the Aegislash as a scarf, it works out pretty well. It works out as a really good scarf, so I'd see why someone would make that into a product. So that's all I think it is. I could be totally wrong. We're gonna have to wait and find out, but for my call, I don't think it's anything too crazy. Now, this next one sorta leans into the last two, and the last two is where I really feel it. I'm like, yeah, I think we got something, but bear with me till then, because we gotta talk about number 3, which is people are speculating that Gligar will get a new evolution simply because Sneasel now has 2 evolutions, both Sneasler and Weavile. Now, as cool as it would be for Gligar to get a second evolution in these games, I don't think that's the case. Because the reason why Sneasel has 2 different forms is because you have regular Sneasel and Hisuian Sneasel. People are speculating that because Sneasel can evolve with the Razor Claw in the daytime to Sneasler and the Razor Claw in the night to Weavile, they're thinking that it could be the same for Gligar. Razor Fang for Gliscor in the night, Razor Fang for Gligar in the day to something else, right? But that's not the case because Gligar it's still regular Gligar. It doesn't have a secondary, there's no secondary Gligar. I think for Gligar to get a new evolution, it just needs to get a new form first. There is still the possibility that it could just evolve in the daytime and the nighttime both to Gliscor into something else. That's still a possibility. You can't just say because Sneasel got that's gonna be the same thing for Gligar. Not gonna work. Pokemon always breaks its patterns. It's never really consistent with them anymore. It doesn't try to be. So it can't say for certain, but I think it's very unlikely. However, I did notice how Pokemon made it very apparent and they tried to, you know, really show off that Gligar is exclusive in the Teal mask to Scarlet, and Aipom is exclusive to the Teal mask in Violet. And this brings me to my final 2. It seems as if, similar to how Bagon and Larvitar were pushed as version exclusives, these 2 are being pushed as version exclusives, and you know what happened to them by the end of the game? Their opposite counterparts were the Paradox Pokemon in their respective versions, right? So in Violet, you had Salamence and Iron Thorns. In Scarlet, you had Roaring Moon and Tyranitar. Similarly, I wouldn't be surprised if we get Gliscor and Paradox Ambipom, and maybe Paradox Gliscor and Ambipom in one version. Ambipom and Paradox Gliscor in Violet, and Paradox Ambipom and Gliscor in Scarlet. Something like that. Or maybe it's going to be Paradox, Gligar, and Aipom. Who knows? But just something along those lines. Because they're really trying to push for the version exclusivity. And they showcase both of these Pokemon off pretty heavily in the trailer as well. Well, not heavily, but heavy enough for old returning Pokemon. So there's definitely something going on with them. And it's weird. Why would you ever have Gligar and Aipom as version exclusives? Some people are thinking they might just get evolutions, both of them again, and I know this ties into number 3, and that they might get evolutions to their cut beta forms, but I don't know. I think the idea of paradoxes are cooler, and if it is paradoxes, maybe their beta forms could be the paradox. Who knows? But definitely there's a little bit of a push for these guys, and amen. It's possible. It's possible. I'm really jealous of Scarlet because Gliscor is definitely far superior than Ambipom, though I do like monkeys. Ambipom is pretty cool, but Gliscor is like one of the coolest Pokemon out there. The fact that's going to go to Scarlet, I'm really hoping for Paradox Gliscor or Paradox Gligar in Violet. That would make up for it big time. So those are the 5, I guess 6 with Ambipom or Aipom's evolution. 6 new possible evolutions, regional forms, and paradox Pokemon for the Teal mask and the Indigo disc, but I think more so the Teal mask than anything. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think these evolutions, forms, and paradox Pokemon are a bunch of hoopla? Is it a bunch of nonsense? Is it a bunch of gibberish? Are the people just copium making things up? Or is there some merit to them? Let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys on the next video, alright? Later!